Welcome to Subramani. Please like the video and please share it with friends and please subscribe to the channel. Why does every YouTuber ask for this? Because the more the number of likes and more the number of subscribers, the greater chance that YouTube will push this video to more people. So it increases the chances of it being seen by more people. Does it really matter to me in terms of revenue? No, it does not matter, because I don't do sponsored videos. When you do sponsored videos, it matters whether you have 50,000 subscribers or 5 million subscribers. That's a big difference. People will get paid. Even assuming I get paid say 2 rupees per subscriber, I'll get 1 lakh. 1 lakh per post that I do. But if I were getting 1 rupee per subscriber and had 5 million subscribers, then I get 5 million rupees for every sponsored post that I do. That is the secret why we need more subscribers generally. But for me, it is question of reaching more people. It's not about so much about money. It is more about reaching more people. Sorry, that was necessary because I had to reassure myself that why I am asking for subscribers. I'm going to talk to you about what are the indicators that you are on the right path to your retirement. It may be early retirement or regular retirement. And the road to retirement or road to create wealth is more or less the same, because you're going to create wealth. In case of retirement, we are saying we are creating wealth for retirement, or it could be something else. If you're 24 years of age and you want to do business at the age of 32, then you need to know that 32 to 35 maybe you won't earn anything. So for that let's call it temporary retirement, you need to create corpus for that period. If you are a woman who's planning to have a child and you want to be financially independent for next 2-3 years when you will not take up a job, that is again a temporary retirement. So these kind of things we will keep doing. So let us look at what should be the signpost to see. So first one is you've got rid of all your debt, right? All your debt except maybe your primary residence, the house in which you live, and the house in which you plan to live for the next few years, maybe foreseeable 10-12 years. You have paid off all the debt and you have maybe little bit of debt, maybe 1 year's income, maybe 6 months income is left as debt, and that you're going to repay over a period of time. You're going to take your tax benefits, whatever, and you're going to repay. So your debt is very much in control. You know what you're doing. You know how much is left. You know how you'll repay. So there is nothing, no stress added to your life because of the debt. The car loan, vacation loan, marriage loan, student loan, whatever else you took have all been paid off, right? You're completely debt free except to the extent of the home loan. Second, maybe you're in your 40s and you have already sorted out what your parents are going to do. Your parents are well funded, or you have provided for funds, but that funding is already done. It's not going to come out of your assets, right? So your parents are well off. Maybe one of them has a pension and they are living near you, or they are living in a senior citizen place or in their own house in a different city, but they are very well off, and to the extent that they will never, at least you don't think that they will ever come back to you for any kind of financial support. You have made sure that their finances are in proper shape, that their will is in place, that their medical insurance is taken care of, right? All those expenses. They of course don't have debt. They are living a nice life. That is done. So your previous generation is done. You know where your children are headed. If you are in your 50s, they have already made their choice. If they are in their 40s, they are saying that your daughter is saying she wants to do medicine, your son is saying he wants to do CA, and you are providing for it accordingly. So the earlier generation and the next generation is provided for. You have repaid all your debts, right? You know your asset allocation, you know how much should be in equity, how much should be in debt. You have started investing aggressively in equity because you realize that you need to get good returns. Your portfolio is doing well. You have an advisor, or you have learned how to invest by yourself, right? So all these things are in place. You have some kind of a plan by which you are investing. You know how much money to accumulate for your daughter's medical education, right? So those things are also in place. your portfolio is doing well and you keep reviewing, you check out your asset allocation, your wife is working or your wife has decided to take a break, all that has already been provided for. You have some of this in writing and some of this oral. You have adequate medical insurance, your children are also have covered by some kind of a medical insurance, all those things are in place. You have your emergency money for for say 6 months expenses or something tucked away somewhere nicely in a liquid fund, ultra short bond fund, or a bank fixed deposit, whatever you have, you know where it should be and you know it is there, right? You know, your wife knows how to access it, your wife knows your bank credit card password, because in case of an emergency you are admitted in hospital, she is going to operate the bank account, she is going to approach, she is going to use the credit card, so she should know the or you have got a grown up daughter 22 years of age, she knows the bank password, she knows the credit card password, right? She knows how to operate your phone. So all these things are already in place. So in case of an emergency and you are the person who is got to be admitted, your family knows where the money is, from where it will come, all this has been communicated well. Which brings us to the fact that you know how much is your net worth, it is on the route, it is on the right track. Maybe it is 5x your annual income, maybe it is 3x your annual income, whatever it is, you know where it is headed, you know what you can do with it, you know you need 30x your expenses for retirement. So all those places, I am not saying the journey is completed, but the journey is perfectly on line, right? You're going in the right direction. So these are milestones that you see. Have I done this? Have I some tick box items? Oh, car loan repaid, vacation loan repaid, whatever. I mean, assuming you wanted it, right? Assuming you have a loan, you have repaid all that. Your investments are nicely on autopilot. It goes, your monthly SIPs go, you have your personal medical insurance over and above what your company gives. Those things have been taken care of. Your SIP portfolio is doing well, your equity portfolio or equity SIP mutual fund portfolio is doing well. Maybe you have direct equity, you're paying attention to it. You are managing, if you are not very far away from retirement, maybe you're 5-6 years away from retirement, maybe you have your retirement plan in place, in the sense that what you're going to do, what are your hobbies, with whom you are going to stay, which senior citizen home will you go to once you're say 70, 75, whatever. All those things, you have some kind of a vague plan. You've discussed this with your spouse and you've started a retirement notebook where you say, this is what I will do, this is what I will do, and things like that. In that, try making a itinerary of what you're going to do, right? Getting up at 6 a.m, going to bed at 11 p.m. What are you going to do during the day? Try making a plan for that, right? You can't just retire and say, oh, from tomorrow I'm going to do nothing, I'm just going to read the newspaper. The newspaper is dead, right? So suddenly one day you will find that some of these newspapers shutting down. So better find yourself some good hobby and friends with whom you are going to be with. Concentrate a lot on life, concentrate on creating friends, relatives, attending functions, things like that. So making more friends so that you have something to look forward to in retirement, not just about, it's not just about money. Finding out where you want to live with your spouse, which city, where there is good infrastructure, see what all you want, because if it's too early that your children are still in school, you will not need to plan all this. But if you're 5 years away from your retirement, you need to plan all this. So these are just some ad hoc milestones or indicators to see whether your wealth creation journey and your retirement journey, which a lot of things will be in common, whether it is on line. Thank you.